Rethinking post-SHTF food storage, nutrition, and survival. This is Throttle Up Prepper. Rethinking post-SHTF food storage, nutrition, and survival. This is Throttle Up Prepper. I'm your host, Jeff. Welcome to the program. Hello to all my new subscribers and old ones as well. Thank you very much for subscribing. Now would be a good time, if you're not already subscribed to this program, to go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't forget. Also, do me a big favor and like this video and help it get out. Now, right into things. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and this is coming off of my my Prepper Fitness Challenge we did for the month of July. If you haven't seen those videos, go check it out. There's some good stuff in there. And also, I am actually continuing officially, in my endeavors to get healthy, lose weight, and get off of all meds possible. Since the end of the challenge just a week ago, I've lost, I think, another like 3 pounds or so. I'm down to 217 as of this morning. So things are continuing to move in the right direction. I have gotten off most of my medications. I am now down to only 2 that I'm currently taking. And about ready to wean off of one of the 2. So things are going in a good direction. But all of my research, all of my study time, all of my changing of my diet to a more, paleo, South Beach diet, Atkins, ketogenic style diet, have left me realizing as I was on my treadmill today that, I have a fundamental problem, but it's an okay problem to have. Because one of the hallmarks of being a good prepper is having the ability to change, adapt, go with the flow, because we know life is just like that. It's a never-ending set of circumstances that continue to change and challenge us. And like most of you, I started out with the freeze-dried stuff in the big cans you get from these places that cater to folks like us and charge you real expensive amounts of money for really not that much food. That's probably not that good, but I guess we'll keep you alive. I then moved on to, buying the big Sam's bags of, rice and probably 4 or 5 different kinds of beans at least. Bought a pressure cooker, had a big garden, canned lots of tomatoes and green beans and stuff like that. And some other things. And I've been one of those things, been thinking, I probably should get into not the freeze drying, but the dehydrating thing. And I know some people that dehydrate beef, make their own jerky, things like that. Been putting it on the back burner. Well, I think it's about to come to the front burner, among other things. Because here's the problem. With the ketogenic diet, I've basically cut out sugar and I've cut out carbs. Which, in general, when times are good, as they are now, not a problem. But if the crap hits the fan and all I can eat is, meats and fats and, vegetables, holy moly, what am I going to do? Can't really eat the rice, can't really eat anything that's got sugar in it, can't eat the pastas that I've got put back. I can, but it's going to make me miserable. Just 2 weeks ago, I think it was, decided to have a donut on a cheat morning. Decided to go to my favorite Dunkin' Donuts and grab just a little double chocolate donut, as is my custom every now and again, with my coffee. And man, the sugar and the refined, carbs in the form of the white flour that they use, I'm sure, and who knows what else they put in those things. My heart was just pounding like crazy after I ate it. It's not good for me. So I'm having to rethink things. This may or may not affect you. It probably should affect you because we all should be getting back to a quote-unquote ketogenic or paleo-type diet. Why? Because that's kind of how, and my chair is falling apart, not because my butt is too big. It's getting smaller, but maybe not getting smaller fast enough. Anyway, we may or may not edit that out. That's good stuff. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the ketogenic diet. It's getting back to the way we were intended to eat. I think back in early times, man's history, we weren't eating refined sugars and processed pastas and breads with high fructose corn syrup and the like. So it would behoove all of us to eat that way. But then again, it presents a bit of a problem with the preps that you already have. So I'm kind of rethinking things. I probably will start learning to dehydrate and preserve meats and some other things that would be more suitable for my diet. And eventually, hopefully, change the whole family over. My kids are shaking in fear at the loss of sugar potential. But we're going to go real slow with them. Baby steps. But anyway, so that's one of my things. And I also did an earlier video about the post-apocalyptic nutrition and some supplementation. And that's all good, but you still need to eat. You got to get food. So I don't know. I'm thinking I may be hunting down some food dehydrators a little later this week or next week. I guess some other things I got to get done. So if you are big into the dehydrating thing and you got some tips, tricks, favorite brands, definitely make a note because I know right now my stores or storage is, I don't own stores, you know what I mean, are basically going to be getting turned over, which is good to turn them over every now and again anyway. You don't want the stuff going bad. You want to do a first in, first out. And maybe I'm rambling and just thinking out loud here. But it's a problem I've run into and I'm having to solve. And I'm going to work it in with my rotation of supplies. And you might want to think about that too. I got some other cool updates coming later this week. Hopefully there's going to be a big announcement. Beyond that, I'm keeping my eye on North Korea and the big UN sanctions that were just put on from the Security Council. We'll be talking about that later. And as always, if you got something you want to see me cover, do let me know. I just did what I thought was going to be quite the controversial one. Me and the firearms at the gun range. If you haven't seen that, go back and check that one out. I love it. I know you will too. Listen, it is definitely time for all of us to get prepared for whatever comes our way. Make sure you stop by the website. And until next time, God bless.